Welcome back here to the AOR Season 13. Yes, this here, the PS4 League. It is the Italian Grand Prix for Season 13. I have not done this in a while, and sorry for starting a little bit late. I do have to put the link in the chat, so hold on just a minute. You will be able to do that in just a second. But right now on our screen, you're seeing Rob 2K, and right now he's running in the 5th position. So, also guys, if you are wondering, the mic quality is a little bit lower, obviously. I put on Twitter that my mic broke, so I'm using a backup mic that I do have installed. Luckily, I do have this mic, or else I would not be able to do this today. And right now, I actually did just finish unpacking it. Such a crazy week, because yesterday I lost part of my voice, and I was wondering, or I was a little worrying that I could not commentate, but luckily I'm here today. We left a lot earlier than expected, so luckily I'm able to start this race, and I have a lot of notifications, so I'm gonna have to go through this. And sorry for the background noise. I have people in my room, or a person and a cat. So right now I just need to get the link in the chat, and we'll start qualifying. Man. The first thing I do when I come back is commentate a league race, so I mean that's pretty good, right? I enjoy doing that. And so, well, background noise, sorry if you heard that. And right now let me just get the link, and I will actually start. Okay, link is in the chat. I need to load this, and we should be good. 59 notifications. I've only been gone a week. Yikes. Okay, so here we go. 3 people watching, it's okay. So first, let's go on track. I haven't checked the points yet, actually. It's been a while, but I already see Williams off track. Benko joins the track. We have Pika watching the stream. Hello. So right now, Benko in 4th position on track. He's only 4 tenths behind the pole sitter, and that should go to Skeven. Yep, Skeven, and Skeven has made a fantastic comeback after missing a bunch of races, and he's shown his speed. Obviously, in the beginning of the season, I believe he's one of the few drivers in this league, or in the assist here, to double up shift, or however you pronounce it. It's really just under shifting in the corners. If you do that in real life, it really breaks your gearbox a couple laps into the race. But in this game, you can abuse it, and it makes you faster. And they allow it in AOR, and that's how fast Skeven is. Even without it, I know he's a really fast driver. So right now, Skeven stands on top. 3rd place is Squizza. He's into the pits. His teammate, like I said, is in 4th. And let me just check the points, because it's been a while since I've been here, so I need to check the points, pull that up. If anyone wants to give me a reminder, that'd be fantastic. But for right now, Pika says, I retired from Season 13, so I thought I'd join you. I'm not sure you mean in the comments or just commentating this. Okay, so as we come to the end of lap 3 for Benko, does not improve his time. Washi says Tom got banned for racism. Did he really? That is a little ironic. Rob fell back to 6th position. Josh is watching. And sorry for the background noise again. Let me just mute my mic. I'll be right back for a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. The person in my room that I was watching, I went on vacation with, got a call, and I had to mute my mic. So here we go, back. Denzel's on the track. Hopefully Washi's in the lobby. Hopefully he's actually in here. I didn't see. I joined at the last second. So already with 10 viewers. Hello everybody, and welcome back to today's stream for Season 13. I don't even know the round number, because I haven't been here in a couple weeks. Yeah, I mean, it was a little ironic, because I was hoping this was the off week, and last week we had a race, but apparently when I came back, I actually left Maine a lot earlier than expected. That's why I'm doing this race. I thought I couldn't do it. So right now we're standing, and we're actually doing this. That's why we're a little bit late. Again, sorry about that. Josh says 12. Thank you. Round number 12. I will edit the title at the end of this live stream. Skeven has retired. I think he's satisfied with his time. So right now, Tom is out on track, and I believe he's a current points leader after the last round in Hockenheim. Or was it Hockenheim? Actually, I'm not sure. That's the last round I commentated. And like I mentioned before, the reason why my mic quality is low is because I broke my main mic. This is my backup mic, and in a couple weeks I'm saving up so I can get a new mic. I'm trying to go to Best Buy and try to get a better one. But for right now, we're just going to have to use a backup one. I've used this in the beginning of the season. If you watch rounds 1 and 2, I used that mic, and everyone said I sounded fine, so that's why it's a backup mic, and I'm planning on using it. So right now, Tom stands in 5th place, only with 1 lap done on those super softs. And again, if you know Monza, this track is known for lots of straights, chicanes, and obviously not only parabolica, but Ascari. Ascari obviously named after double world time champion Alberto Ascari back in the 50s with Alfa Romeo and Scuderia Ferrari, I believe. He drove for those teams. Washi says, my 7-year-old daughter won't comment on the stream because she got bullied last time, you wink. I apologize. I apologize. She is totally welcome. I am her #1 fan, so let her comment. It is perfectly fine. FIFA has joined. So, I apologize for everything that has happened to her so far. So, Wikash says, I'm come back. Wikash, yesterday for HRL, it was a non-points race at Germany, so don't worry, next round will be Monaco in a week's time, same time. Just PM me later, and you'll be perfectly fine. Tom said, or Pika says, this is my first stream this year, so, oh wow, thank you. There you go. Well, Tom is in the middle of his second lap. We'll come back to him. He still stands 5th. Rob has fallen back down to 6th place. Hoink Doink is now in 8th place. He's done and off the track. He'll eventually go back on track, but right now, with 2 laps done, he stands in 8th place as Denzimo, 2.5 seconds off the pace in 11th at Ferrari, hopping the curbs in the second chicane here. And this is one of my favorite parts. You get a lot of speed flowing through the corners here. Just coast it in full throttle off the corner, right on the left rumble strip. More Than Amazing has retired from this session. So off the curb again. And now this time he didn't get enough speed because you saw he did not use the outlanding rumble strip though. However, we're on the I believe the second DRS straight, if you're not counting the one on the main straight. Now in Ascari, hopping over the curb, and one more curb to go off Ascari, and now they're down the long straight. There's 2 Fly Emirates signs, or bridges, however you consider them, above. So right now down the straight for his 4th lap, Denzimo 2.5 seconds behind. He's looking to improve on his time and cut it even further as he rounds Parabolica now. Squizza has retired. He extends the track limits just a little bit. He should be just fine, but the run up to the line, 12th place, can become Tom has retired. And that right there, I think he has improved to 8th place, and he has 2.3 seconds. He's improved by 3/10, as now Denzimo actually now falls down to 9th place. So now, Danny UK. Oh, there's an engine blown. I hear something going on. That's Danny UK. Qualifying is over. And a 3/10 difference between Skeven and Tom. Rob 2K is in 3rd, 4th is Squizza, 5th is Gublex, 6th is Benko, 7th is More Than Amazing, 8th is Cam, 9th is Denzimo, rounding up the top 10 is Hoink Doink, 11th is Danny UK, 12th is FIFA Fans, 13th is Washi, 14th is Adibles, and that rounds up the field. As you see the 2 different tire compounds that people use, super softs and soft for this race. Obviously the 2 compounds that are allowed in qualifying. The longest gap is around 3 seconds. We'll leave and join right back. Would be that interesting. I haven't done this in a long time. So yeah, that's why I'm so hyped up for this. Hold on a second. Come on, please load. Please load. Please load. Please load. I don't have good luck in AOR lobbies. Come on, please load. I swear if I can't join. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please. Please, I have the invite. Oh, thank you so much. My luck isn't that good with League Racing anymore with my internet connection. We've been gone for a whole entire week. Nobody's been using the internet really, so it should work. This time I didn't actually reset it. I usually reset it before every League race, but today I didn't reset it for that reason. So Weekash says, go Danny UK. Zeke says, oh no, I'm not doing crappy formation lap. There we go, just in time. Clouds fill in the sky as we're about to begin the formation lap. Steven gets away in his McLaren Honda. FIFA has joined a little bit too late, but it's okay because he's not Danny UK. I'm kidding. Pika says, Alan, will you be commentating next season? My goal is I either want to stick with the assist tier this for one last season. Again, my goal in AOR is to commentate. No matter where I am, I want to commentate for an AOR F1 league. However, I don't want to stay down here for too long. I've enjoyed these past 2 seasons. I'm coming to the end of my 2nd season with AOR. In a couple months, my 1-year anniversary with AOR is rolling right up quite fast. So my goal next season is either to stay here or just progress up a series. Because last season I got asked the same question, and obviously I'm here again because I love the community. We have Washi from last season, Denzimo and Dexter, a bunch of those guys that I remember, Adables and Cam, just to name a few. Obviously Squizza and Benko I remember from last season, and a bunch of new guys like Tom and Rob2K, Skeven. Actually no, I knew Skeven before this, and Gubalix as well. So a lot of new people and a lot of people I do recognize from other leagues. I remember Tuzma, my first ever league race I did. He was in this as well. So I mean, a lot of people. It's a small community. It's a lot of people I recognize. So I'm hoping I can progress, but at the same time as Williams off the track, that's Gubalix. But Skeven's gonna lead us down. So that was a quick formation lap. Let me just pull up the stats. I know there's 5 different F1 leagues. It's F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5, and the assists here, so it adds up to 6 for PS4. So my goal next season is either to move up to maybe F4 or F5, because again, staying down here, I mean, people tried to make this its own separate thing, but okay, so look at the stats last time. It's actually Benko who has a points lead by 21 over Tom. Skeven DNF'd, and Tom got a 15th place finish. So Benko got a 2nd win of the season and 5th podium of the season as well. So he leads the points by 21. As looking down, Tom and Skeven moved down 1 position, and that gave a better opportunity for More Than Amazing to gain. Crap, and I'm gonna have to retire. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna, hold on. We're not gonna play that game. Hold on, and I need to get in my own party. Hold on a second. Okay. The glitches that this game has is unreal. It is unreal to say the least. We're loading back in, and I need to hope my luck comes around for a 3rd time, as it does easily. Someone just pulled into my driveway. Oh, I recognize this person. Oh, great. Of course I'm commentating. 2 nice people that came over to say hi, and I'm commentating, so I can't say hi. Actually, no, never mind. I don't know who they are. I thought they were neighbors. I mean, they have the same vehicle, but 2 different people walked out. But, yeah, here we go. We have the race going on. Sucks I didn't really get to see anything. And why is it? There we go. Off of Ascari, running wide is Tom. And I can see, oh, More Than Amazing has left. Rob2K getting chased down by Gubalix. He started 5th. Now he's working his way up to 3rd. He's going to go to the inside of Rob2K. He takes the inside. Going to move up and block Rob2K to the parabolic on lap 1. Rob runs wide, and side by side, the Silver Arrows battling. It's Benko and Squizza side by side. Benko gets the better inch of him, as now they're down the straight. Slipstream is available for both. They're both on the super subs. As the Manor is up to the side. I believe that's Hoink Doink as Gubalix again goes to the inside. He's got to clear him this time as they hop over the curbs, and losing the back end I saw was Squizza as he's back in 6th place. But right now, More Than Amazing has joined back. Skeven is still in the lead, right ahead of Tom. These 2 trying to inch ahead of Benko, who right now holds the points lead. As I remember, he won Belgium. Yes, he did. So I'm just trying to look through as Tom is in 2nd, trying to stay with him, and he is doing a fantastic job. Benko is in 5th as he runs wide. That'll give the opportunity for Squizza, but Squizza stays behind. As now the top 6 are staying with each other. As back here, it's a Ferrari of Denzimo hanging on while Cam is trying to pass down the straight. Not going to happen. So Hoingdoing gets back here, so obviously it was the other the Manor driver that could not do it. Cam goes to the inside of the Ferrari, and they're going to be side by side through a scar in. Nope. Cannot get the better of it. He hits the Manor. A very aggressive driving by Cam, but back here in 9th place is Hoingdoing trying to get the slipstream of Cam. Now back, as now Cam's going to go to the inside. Another risky move. Hopefully this time it pays off. He clears him to the inside with the softs, and the Ferrari tries to go. Closes the door. In the Parabolica, that is. Now down the straight, Cam has gained a position as now the Ferrari driver of Densmo trying to try and pass. They'll be side by side again. Super Softs versus Softs in this next series. Oh, there's a Haas off the track. Haas off the track. He's hitting some of the billboards there. That is terrible for Rob 2K. I believe it is. Yes, it is. It's Rob 2K who's made a catastrophic mistake on lap number 3. Lap number 3 out of 27. Luckily, he's not that Manor driver that's not even going, but right now, he's going to have to block Cam, as we know. Oh, no, Cam, what are you doing? Cam's going to the inside, and I don't know what he just did. Off the gravel, that is something. As up ahead, there's a huge Ferrari spinning. Huge crash behind. Is that Densmo? No, it's not. It has to be Washi. Washi spinning behind. Washi, whoa, that first lap, the third lap, I mean. Whew. FIFA says I can't race now because I got kicked off the game and qualify. That is rubbish. Rubbish, Codemasters. What are you doing? More than amazing back in 13th. Skeven is leading the way. He's done a fantastic job avoiding all these incidents. It's happened from 5th on behind. Rob made a mistake. Hoingdoing is now up into 6th. Cam has improved to 7th as they're side by side. Now Gubalex against Audibles. They're side by side as no front wing. Gubalex, he's going to try to go to the inside, switching back, trying to slow down his Audibles. He's holding him up, and now he's going to go back to the inside, and Audibles will gain many, many positions as a lot of people are pitting by lap number 3 into lap 4. So Audibles gaining 5 positions because people had to pit. So hello everybody, if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and comment down below as I commentate these races every single week. Or weekend, I mean, on Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. If you're new to the channel, like I said, please like, subscribe, comment down below, as I also commentate Gabber for the week. And, my 1-year anniversary for AOR in a couple months is coming up, so I'm just trying to keep that, and hopefully I can remain in AOR. But right now, Washi back in 6th place after the spin, and he is approaching that he did a lap before on lap number 3. Don't know what happened. I'm not getting much footage, as guys like Benko, Hoingdoing, Densmo, and Rob 2K all had to pit on lap number 3, getting positions back to Washi and Audibles as they passed them down the straight where the DRS was available. Comments down below. Pika says, mine is a 2008 McLaren, hashtag Team LH. My favorite classic car, well, I would totally choose the 2008 because either 2007 Ferrari, 2008 McLaren, again, those two are the best cars in my opinion, or the 2006 Renault, I'll be completely honest, or the 2010 Red Bull. I really like the modern cars, I'll be completely honest. The classic ones are awesome too. I kind of wish they had the Jordan, the first ever Jordan as well, but I still like the modern ones. Had a lot of aerodynamics on the cars. The cars looked beautiful. They were fast, and in the rain they'd spin out quite a lot. It's really, really hard to control. I really love the 2008 cars. It's sad that they don't have them, but it's perfectly fine. Those are my cars. FIFA says it's everyday bro. He says mine is the MP44 coming from Josh. So right now Gubalex in 11th after falling back with a couple misfortunes. Whoa, Toro Rosso into the wall. Barely keeps the tire, popped onto that car. More than amazing. Lost the back end, exiting Ascari, and luckily he's still on at 13 drivers left in this race. The Irishman pulling away. Cam's in 2nd. 3rd is Audibles as he runs wide. What is happening in this Italian Grand Prix? The sky is filled up with clouds. I'm not even sure if it's going to rain. Nobody has told me yet. That's in the lobby. But for right now, it seems to be a chaotic race from what we've seen already this season. I remember Hockenheim was literally just like this. Everyone making dive-bombing passes, all this. And now with Italy, it's different because people are just getting in mistakes, and it cost them. It really did. As right now, Audibles is in 3rd. 4th is Tom chasing down Audibles. 5th is Washi. 6th is Squizza. 7th is Benko. Not too good for the points lead, as Skeven might take it away. 8th is Hoingdoink. 9th is Densmo. Rounding up the top 10 is Rob 2K getting chased down by Gubalex, and I'm not sure if it's you guys, but literally every race I see Gubalex and Rob 2K going at it for a points position that they're battling for. I usually see them battle every race. I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think off Parabolica, he's going to get him as he hops the curve, loses a lot of exit speed, and here we go, feeling the pressure of Gubalex down the straight. He's going to switch back down to the outside as now DRS will be available. Which one will have it? It's obviously going to be the Williams as he clears him down the straight. The DRS has been evident as he crosses right back behind him. He's going to go down to the inside as now Gubalex has the inside. Rob 2K on the outside, back to the single lane that they were in the formation. Now it's going to be Rob 2K trying to get around Gubalex. Is now we're going to take an onboard shot with Rob 2K running in 11th position, chasing down Gubalex. He's going to go down to the outside. They're going to be side by side. A little lockup. Runs him wide. That's going to lose him a lot of exit speed as well. And Rob 2K is falling back down to 11th place. So there is that. Gubalex is barely hanging on to the top 10. Denzimo in 9th. Caution free. No cars in front or behind him by a second or so. He does have Oink Doink in front of him, but he's not gaining at all. Benko, again in 7th. 6th is Washi. 5th is Squizza. So yeah, Squizza got by Washi. We missed that. Adibles is 4th. Oh, we see a battle brewing up. A battle brewing up for the 2nd position now. Both of these guys have pitted. They're going to be down the straight, back down to the outside. Skeevan's going to have to defend the inside. And number 15, McLaren. They pass them, enter off to the side. Fastest lap to Squizza. Side by side, entering the chicane. He's going to have the inside, but no, he clears them through the chicane. He's going to try and get for the cross back, but no, Skeevan's in 3rd, and in 2nd is Tom, pulling away from 3rd place now, just a little bit. This is given the opportunity for Cam to lead his first ever laps of the season. And now they're going to be side by side again. If he can get the momentum, he does. Now into the 2nd chicane they go. Will he run him wide or give him the room? He gives him the room, hops over the curb, loses a lot of exit speed, and now falling back to 3rd is Tom. Back in 2nd is Skeevan, and that's going to give the opportunity back to Adibles, who gains a bunch of time as these guys were battling. Woo! I got that. I sound like an auctioneer, don't I? Josh says, Al remembers Squizza blows up 2 left tires. Don't jinx him. Don't jinx him. So Tom is in 3rd. 2nd is Skeevan. Now he's chasing down the leader of Cam. So for right now, everything looks to be good. Seb is saying exciting stuff. Thank you very much. Josh, I also wish the Brawn GP or the BGP 001 or whatever it's called was, I wish it was in F1. I really do. Favorite ever car. But it's perfectly fine. I kind of wish they also had either James Hunt's McLaren or Nicky Lauda's Ferrari, but that's perfectly fine. As now we are coming to lap number 8 so far. Exciting stuff we've seen from Monza already. So that is fantastic. As you can see, the Manor is still pulled off to the side. Not sure what happened off the start as I had to leave and rejoin. Pika says, why so serious? I want to say why I'm so serious. We just missed, if you were gone for the past couple laps, you missed a lot of interesting stuff as I ran out of breath multiple times, as Adibles is still in 4th. After they stopped battling, he started to fall back, as that was understandable, as right now Tom is in 3rd, 2nd is Skeevan, as they're both chasing down Cam, who holds the lead in his Renault, just sitting there. Nothing to do, Josh says, or Alfa Romeo 1950 car. That'd be fantastic too. I believe the oldest classic car in F1 is the MP44, which is a 1988 car. But anyway, back to the race. The top 5, Washi is alone, separated, but I think maybe no, that gap is a little bit too big, as everyone else, again, the first 8 laps, or first 7 laps, I mean, were something to be watching, as Cam is pulling away because he's on those softs. He is not pitted yet. Let me check the race director. He is not pitted yet. Also, if you see Adibles and Washi have not pitted yet either. I think those are the only 3 people who have not pitted yet so far, but they are catching him drastically. As you can see, they're both on the mediums compared to Cam's softs, and they're still catching it because Cam's tires have been worn for the past 9 laps. He has not pitted, obviously, as everyone else has. They started on the super softs and went down to the mediums, so obviously they got that gap ahead. Now they're back behind Cam. So now they have to gain again, as now these guys, I think they came to an agreement that they can't battle unless they pass Cam. Once they pass Cam, then they can really just go for it, as Cam really needs to pit within these next couple of laps, as you know those mediums, the most I've stretched them in a league race for around like 12 laps at most. I'm not sure if I remember, because I haven't done a league race here in such a long time. FIFA commenting now. I'm getting a racing wheel for next F1 game, so there you go. GG, coming from Pika. So right now, again, at single file, just wait a couple laps as he runs off the track. That's going to lose a little bit of exit speed. That's going to give the opportunity for Tom down the straight. They're going to approach the Parabolica now. Avi's gotten a lot of slipstream. He's got to stay right behind again. DRS will be available, I believe, not only for Skeven, but for Tom down the straight. They're going to have to make an opportunity to try and pass each other as Cam now goes in the pits. Now this sort of alliance is over. Now they really have to battle each other down the straight. DRS is available for the Force India. They're going to go around to the outside again. And side by side, nope, he's going to back out. Tom, wing of Skeven, hanging on is again Tom. And he almost got him down the straight. I would have gone to the inside, but Skeven blocked that thing like a hedgehog, as now he's entering the second chicane it is. And, well, now switching lanes again, trying to go to the inside, not going to get there. Side by, or single file again. Tom hanging on to the lead for lap number 10. So Tom hanging on to a second position, or I mean, Skeven is hanging on to the lead. Pika says, Alan, if you start next race like Daryl Waltrip, oh no. So right now, Skeven is barely holding on. DRS is available this time. So hopefully we can see something as he's going to try and block the inside. And here we go. They're going to be side by side, just wheel to wheel. He's going to clear him now, Jaskari. He gets him off the track, and he's into the gravel trap. Gravel trap is a McLaren Honda of Skeven. He's off the track. He's lost a ton of time. And this is huge for the championship, as he is now in third place. I'm not even sure about fourth place, as it's gaining rapidly. Adible's gaining on the McLaren Honda. That ends a fantastic battle for the past 10 laps so far today. That is drastic for the championship, as Skeven stands at third in points with 3 wins and 4 podiums this season, 93 points, and 24 back on the points leader, which is Benko. And remember, second place in points is Tom, and the points leader is Benko. This is really going to shake things up, as now they're side by side again. Skeven trying to gain back some time, but he's slowing down. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. He is DNF'd, and that's it. Skeven is out of the Italian Grand Prix with 11 laps through. What was he doing? He just left by Adible's and ran into the wall just like that. That's his race over. No points at all for Skeven. Almost reminiscent of the Manor incident on lap 1. So now Tom leads. Thank you, Squizza, very much for screwing up my audio. Now it's going to be like this for the rest of the race. But right now, Tom leads, and second place is Squizza. That's huge for Mercedes, as now Mercedes is second and fourth. Pika says drama, also says sorry character limit, and I'll give you a shout out. Thank you very much, as my voice, I was supposed to rest my voice because I lost my voice yesterday, as that's going to bring out the safety car. Safety car here at Monza, 11 laps through. 27 overall laps, as we're almost halfway through this race. That'll add up to 22. It's out of 27. So right now, this is huge for the championship, as Skeven is out. He stands third in points, and now he's out of this Italian Grand Prix. You just saw on my screen, he crashed out on purpose. He turned the wheel left right into the wall to pop off the tire in frustration of what Tom has done to him. And I do believe that this will be brought to the stewards, not only for an intentional crash, but also for what Tom has done to bring out the safety car. As if you're just joining me now, the safety car did come out actually a lap before it came out. People are already pitting, but what happened is, and person in my room decides to walk right in front of me. So if you just joined us now, what happened was very intense battle for the lead, as right now Benko is going to come in. They're going to fix the not fix the front wing, but slow stop for the 69 Mercedes, as they're going to put on a new set of tires. But like I was getting to, what you did miss is that, obviously if you're tuning in now, in Ascari, it was Tom and Skeven. They were battling. Skeven got ran off the track by Tom, and that actually ended up costing him 3-4 positions. So he's back in 5th, and he intentionally crashed into the wall where nobody else was, and that brought out the safety car. Again, I'm not exactly sure what should happen, because obviously that was an intentional crash. He was just driving straight and then just turned left right into the wall. I'm not sure what's more intentional than that, but obviously I'm not sure what happened with Skeven. I'd love to know what would happen. or anything, but the comments are flowing in now with Josh saying, blah, I don't know what he was doing. Beak also says Vettel possessed his soul. Classic Lewis Hamilton fan. So now, actually, this brings... Really, okay. So the person in my room decides to make one racist joke. The only thing he has said entirely in this stream, he decides to make...
Racist, it was a quote.
Well, then you should have said it as a quote.
Lewis Hamilton. Maybe it's because I'm black.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the room again if this keeps happening, okay? I'm commentating. Sorry about that. Tom holds the lead, and second place is Squizza. This actually gives the opportunity for Adibbles. Now that the safety car is out, he pitted for a new set of tires, and this gives him a new set, or a new opportunity, a clean slate after this first safety car. As right now he stands in third, obviously ghosting his Tom. I'm not sure if he left the lobby, but Benko's back in fourth. Cam is fifth. Sixth is Hoink Doink. Seventh is Rob. Josh says, "Who is that, Alan?" That is Colby. You know him. Skeven says, "Thomas moved over onto me in the brake." Oh, moving under braking. Ah, lovely. I couldn't be bothered to waste my Sunday again. Well, obviously, you do need the points for the championship. You do stand 24 points behind Benko. And knowing that you were still ahead of Benko in the points, it would have been reasonable to at least continue racing. But obviously, you have what, 3 wins and 4 podiums this season. So obviously, you can just back it up with that. But right now, with the safety car, not many laps to go till we start racing again. Benko stands in fourth, and the leader is Tom. So huge controversy as the guy second in points hits the person third in points that were both going for the championship. As you do realize that this is race 12 and it's out of 15. The finale's in Brazil, thankfully. Sadly, Abu Dhabi's not on schedule this season, but the season will end out in Brazil. But if you were wondering what tracks are next on the schedule, after this we are heading to the Suzuka circuit for the Japanese Grand Prix next week. After that, we are heading to Circuit of the Americas for the penultimate round of the season, round number 14. And then to round it up in just a couple weeks' time to end out the summer is Jose Carlos Pache for the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos in Sao Paulo. So that'll end up the season. We have 4 races remaining, including this race. We have Italy, Japan, America, and then Brazil. So 4 races remaining. Championship is really, really heated, as you just saw 2 championship contenders going at it, bringing out the safety car. So Pika says, dude, you was third. You still got points. Skeven says, I don't care. Skeven also quoting from Skeven saying, going into the no assist leagues next season, not wasting my time with the shocking quality of racing in this league. Peak also says, well, do care, because you probably would ruin someone's race with the safety car. Josh says, can I commentate with you next race? I'm a one-man show. Thank you for asking, though. So Tom leads it with 13 coming to 14 laps to go. As also, Josh, you do have to realize that one more person commentating, one more person in the lobby, and we usually do our best to try and fill up these lobbies. So obviously, it's just really a priority to get a full grid. If not, just fit me in there. That's really what the priority is from what I've heard. But right now, Tom leads with the safety car, as this actually helped a lot of people like Adibbles, as he was thinking of pitting and he would have lost a lot of track position. However, safety car came out, and again, like I said, gives him a new clean slate to work with. As now the safety car, I believe, will go out this lap, as I see a Williams back there going off the track. Redhead Edition says evening. Yes, it is evening, 5 hours ahead. It should be 8:46. 8:46, and that should be 20:46 if anyone uses the 24-hour clock. But hello, everybody. If you're just tuning us now, what happened was Skeven and I believe, yes, it was Tom the Force India battling an Ascari. This was on a lap number 11, as they were battling for the championship. Remember, 4 races remaining, including this race. And remember, they're both second and third in the points, around 20 points or so behind. And what happened, if you're just tuning in now, what happened was they're side by side. Tom moved under braking, hit Skeven off the track, and Skeven just decided to retire, which would bring out the safety car. As this should be the final lap, the safety car will be going. Lights are still on, but once we go through the final sector, the lights will turn off, and the gap will increase between, yep, there we go. Lights off, the gap will increase between the safety car and the lead the leader of this race, which is Tom. So we'll be set to go racing again. Redheaded Edition also says, I've just finished commentating over an F1 League race now myself. Now relaxing. Well, you can just tune in and relax to the wonderful racing of the AOR PS4 Assist here. I wouldn't say it's wonderful, but it's obviously interesting to say the least of what goes on every race. It's been a drama-filled league, to be completely honest, because the differences with assists, everyone is a little bit more cautious with no assists, and with the assist here, it's really just aggressive driving. As Josh now says, Alan, did you know Nick DeVry? I've known him ever since I started watching Toon, but here we go, start to go back to the green flag racing. Here we go at Monza, and here we go, safety car is in, and we're about to go racing again. Now we go down the straight all the way to the Pirelli signs. Trying to defend is Tom, as now second place is Squizza, and behind. He's going to go try and go to the inside, but Tom is defending the inside, as Adibles is now going to give him a shot on the outside. Former teammates Squizza and Adibles side by side as they go off the corner. He runs him off the track, and Squizza has lost a couple positions, and now Cam is going to go around the outside. He's moved back to 5th, and Squizza has spun. He's spun again into the inside barrier, staying into the grass and asphalt, and that has moved him all the way back to 12th. Another incident, Squizza has retired from the race, so the second person to call it quits from the Italian Grand Prix forcefully by themselves. So Tom still leads. Second place is Adibles, if I can get him on my screen. There you go. Third place is Benko, as right now, oh, he runs wide. Here we go, side by side for second place is Benko and Adibles on older tires. No, never mind, he pitted, my mistake. But Adibles side by side as he's going to clear him all the way from the inside, all the way to the outside. As I can see a battle behind with the Manor and the Rob 2K and the Haas as he cuts the corner now. You're person in my room, you're not going to read the chat, as that was some language that should not be expressed on the chat, as we already got a WTF, so that's perfectly fine. Benko's in second, third is Adibles. I meant to go to Adibles, there you go. Meant to go to Adibles as he is now third, so he did start third. He passed his former teammate, which was Adibles. Now he went back in a second after him retiring. There's Cam side by side with Rob 2K. Now DRS is not enabled because we just got back from safety car racing. They're going to be side by side, wheel to wheel, entering the first chicane. Now down to the inside, Cam's going to hold it against Rob 2K. He's going to go a little bit more conservative as he's going to stick behind him and hop over the curb, but back behind him is Hoink Doink in 6th place. Hoink Doink now holding position over Gubalex. He's now trying to hang on as they see smoke in the chicane, as Denzimo and little Danny UK got a little shake up in the chicane. Pika says, yeah, he turned into Squizza. Skeven says, reckon we should all report Cam. A lot of lag on my screen with Danny UK. I'm going to have to tell him that as he's into the wall. He's lost a tire and out of the Italian Grand Prix. Second person to retire in 2 laps. So Danny UK is now out. Not sure if that's going to bring out another safety car. That's going to bring the camera to Washi as he's in pits. I believe he's got, nope, he saw the Ferrari guys going back to the pit. So he made a pit stop to put on the medium tires as he's going to try and finish the race on these tires. Remember, I said the most that these tires can go are 12 laps. Remember, we have 12 laps remaining. So it's going to be a little stretch for Washi. It has now Squiz has left the session. This is just terrible for what's going on for all these drivers, not having good days. But obviously, right now, believe it or not, the Mercedes cars, as I don't mean the team, I mean the suppliers, obviously Force India supplied by Mercedes, they're running 1, 2, 1, 2 so far. I thought Squizza was leading, but I forgot he retired. Fastest lap to Benko, and something funny is that he's on the softs. He earlier ran on the super softs, and not only that, well, Gubalex was now disqualified from the session, so he's not even going to get points, which is a little hilarious to think of it, as he was running in the top 10 this whole entire race, as he is now out of it with just 11 laps to go. He's also left the session. Not sure when the safety car is coming back out again. Probably not, but like I was saying, I thought Squizza was still in it, but now it's Force India, Mercedes, Adibles. He's still in third, believe it or not. The safety car really helped him, and if another one came out, that'll really help him as well, give him less chances, or give other people less chances to pass him. So right now, Rob 2K's in 4th, 5th is Cam. Hello everybody that is joining us. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. As the Haas runs wide, he almost hits Cam. That was very, very close, as that was a fantastic save by the Haas drivers. Now they're going to be side by side, as Hoink Doink is going to the inside for Rob 2K for 4th position. He has DRS. DRS is now available as the safety car ended just a couple of laps ago, exiting Ascari now. It's going to be a 3 three-person train now, and the conductor of it is Hoink Doink, as Rob 2K is one of the passengers trying to get by the conductor. They're going to be side by side entering Parabolica, and he's going to have to hang it, but no, he cannot. Back to 4th place is Rob 2K, but here we go. The DRS activation point, he was within a second, so obviously he will have DRS also. Heading down the straight, DRS is now available for the manor driver of Hoink Doink. However, I don't think he'll have a chance to pass him. Maybe if the straight was a little bit longer, but he's going to have to stay behind Rob 2K. As for now, he's going to have to be happy with 5th place. Cam, surprising that he's not out of this race. He's in 6th place, using his car, a little like a dodgeball, and everyone trying to dodge him. Not too many people were successful at that, but more than amazing. Back in 7th, getting incidents again. Denzamo 8th. 9th is Washi, and we only have 9 cars left in this race. And it kind of sucks for Gubalex. He's going to get a points, but he said, nope, I'm going to disqualify myself. So he cannot get any points either with 10 laps to go. Tom getting chased down by Benko. In 3rd place is Adibles. That rounds up the top 3. So for the meantime, this race has went from interesting to a little chaotic, to say the least, from everything that has gone on. A lot of incidents, as I am truly surprised to come back with. I thought everybody would have learned their lesson from Belgium, as a bunch of people got reported to the stewards after Belgium. You know this track, it just has chicanes, Ascari, Parabolica, and a bunch of straights. That's it. It's a short track, around a 120 lap time, 118, 119. It's a short track, and with 27 laps, you don't think that many people would get into incidents, but people find their ways as they move under braking, hit other people off the safety cars, and it's a little chaotic, and I don't usually expect that entering these races, but obviously puts on a good show. As for any people tuning in now, this is round number 12 here at the Italian Grand Prix Monza. We have 15 races this season, and we have 4 remaining, including this one. After this, if you did not hear me in the safety car, you are just tuning in now. After this, we have the Japanese Grand Prix in Suzuka. Then we have the United States Grand Prix in Circuit of the Americas, and then to round out the season, in season number 13, would be Jose Carlos Pache in the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos. So that'll round up the season, and if you are unfamiliar with the championship, I have actually not said the points so far today, which is quite surprising because I usually do. Benko is in first with points, 117. He has 2 wins, and I believe 5 podiums. Yes, that is 21 points behind, and that's going to bring out another safety car. I'm not sure why, a couple laps after the last retirement, but maybe some debris on the track. That could be maybe a little substance, but it was that Benko was gaining on Tom. This is a huge vantage point, as he can pit for tires if it is the right call. Maybe I would say go to the softs, but then again, you can have people like Benko who can stay out and get that track position. But then again, if Tom pits, it'll be more likely that Benko will pit. Here we go, down the pits they go. He'll probably put on softs. It would have been a good idea to sort of trick him out of the pits. However, it's more ideal as Benko's on the softs, that is why. So really what his goal is, 20 out of 27, maybe even put on super soft, but no, they're going to go for the medium tires out of everything available. So Benko exits the pits somehow. And now, here we go, Tom has put on the softs. So now that's going to give the opportunity for Tom to hold the lead. And he has better tires, but we'll see if he can manage it. I honestly thought he could have won on the super softs as well, because it is lap 20 now. Though we would have went back racing at lap number 23 out of 27. And if with the safety car, it's not like you're using up the same wear as you are racing. You would have used up around 10% wear at most. So really, the super softs would have been the ideal tire to go with if you have any remaining, that is. So these guys, again, Adible is doing the right thing, putting on the super softs again. 4th place is Rob 2K putting on the super softs again. Probably the front runners ran out of super softs. Cam putting on the softs. Hoink Doink in 6th place putting on, I believe, the medium. Nope, the softs. The softs, that is my mistake. More than amazing. We have not seen him at all this race, as this safety car gives him another clean slate to work with. Hopefully does not get caught up in any incidents. We have 9 cars remaining, and hopefully we can finish with at least 9. So for the meantime, Tom leads this thing, and as I did not say the points yet, so I will. If anyone is tuning in now, second safety car came out for literally no reason. So for right now, we'll say the points again with 4 races remaining. Benko is in the points lead with 117, and remember, this is not counting where everyone is standing today in this race. So before this race, 117 points to Benko, 5 podiums, 2 wins. 2nd place is Tom with 2 wins, 3 podiums, 21 points behind. third is Skeven. Out of this Italian Grand Prix, he has 4 podiums and 3 wins, 93 points and 24 points behind Benko. After that, it's actually a dead tie. More Than Amazing is still actually in this championship fight with 3 podiums, also 93 points and 24 behind. Difference is he's made every single race so far this season, and I would probably not in contention. I mean, obviously Cam is in contention with 41, but the likely chances of him and maybe Gubilex gaining back the positions, not that likely. But in the comments, Damien says, a lot of lag caused my first DNF of the season. Probably looking at it, it's probably... Is it Oink Doink? Not exactly. She has not... Nope, Oink Doink is still up here. But he has not retired yet this season, so I was thinking it was him. Maybe Danny... I think that'd be Danny UK. That'd be more reasonable. Not in it, so it's probably Danny UK. So look at the comments now. Pika says, will there be interviews? I have not done interviews in a long, long time. I probably could do interviews if you guys are willing to stay around. Okay, it is Danny UK. So Pika says, yay, and indeed. So I probably will do interviews, so... though I'd get a drink before I do interviews, because my voice is almost dead as it was yesterday. So right now, Tom is leading this thing, and it's been a heated race. It's flown right by, 21 laps through, a lot of drama going through, and Pico wants me to do it, so we'll probably do interviews for the first time in a while. I'll put that in the chat, actually. So hold on just a second. I'll be muted for a second. Thank you, Colby, for your opinion.
Isn't it muted?
No, it's not. I'm just being quiet, but they can still hear us. Okay, so I just put in the chat we'll be doing interviews, so hopefully people will be prepared, as I do believe we'll probably have at least 1 or 2 more laps left under the safety car. Benko says, Gab, first incident was my fault, referring to Gubilex. So referring to the Colombian driver, very aggressive in the Williams, but obviously has shown a lot of speed so far this season. Like I said, he stands 6 in points, and very consistent with 4 podiums so far, his best finish being second at Sakir. Then Benka says, however, later on that lap, that was unacceptable, what you did side by side. So obviously right now lights are still on as they exit the Parabolica. Tom still leads this race, obviously under safety car. Something I did notice is that if you look, you don't even see Benko anymore. Benko has been demoted all the way back to dead last, which surprisingly is 9th place, as 9 cars are left in this race, and I think he put on the wrong tires. He probably is listening to the stream and realized he made a huge mistake, but obviously he did not have those super soft tires ready for him at the time, as he just passed a car under safety car as now they make contact. There's still good racing going on under the safety car, believe it or not. As the leaves are flying around the track, exiting the first chicane. If you guys have any questions watching the stream, put them down in the comments down below, or anything you want me to discuss before we get back racing again. Again, I'm sort of curious what Cam did earlier. He literally cut that chicane and almost hit was it Adwills? I'm not sure. I think it was Tom. But he almost hit someone, as Tom still leads this thing, as Tom has led the most laps so far today. Second is Skeven, the only 2 drivers who have led laps today, which is quite surprising, as Skeven's out of the race and now it's just Tom left to lead him. Matthias says, go Cam. Cam took someone out earlier in this race, so I'm not sure if you want to cheer for him, but there you go. Tom is still leading this thing. Again, that's just from a perspective of what the viewers think. It's not really a biased opinion, it's just what the viewers think. So Adams is in second. Third is Rob 2K, believe it or not, working his way up to the front again after a second mistake so far today. The lights are off the safety car, off the Mercedes-Benz AMG safety car, so we'll get back racing again. So any questions down below? Josh says also, Alan, I was runner-up in PSGL F6 plus I won constructor's title. So congratulations, Josh. It sucks you didn't win the championship, but congratulations on winning second in the championship standing. So Tom will lead us back to the green. 14 viewers, everyone, if you're joining us now, we're getting ready to finish the second safety car. Everyone bunched up like they've never been before. Weekend says, Damien, I can't read that language, I'm sorry. Tom Pika says, what do you think of the halo? I think it's absolutely rubbish, as we're about to exit the Parabolica. We're racing again here at Monza. Green. fill the lights, as already a battle for second behind. Why is it? I think Benko has a drive-through, but for second place, Rob 2K goes to the inside of Edibles. They'll be side by side as he clears them down into the chicane, but no, he breaks way early as the Red Bull runs wide. Rob 2K moves back into second and back into third as Edibles, as now he's holding up Cam, and now Cam's gonna push his nose, or put his nose right in there, and he's trying to get by Edibles again. Remember, these two have tough history as before. It all started all back in season 12 of Cam ruining Edibles' chance of winning a race, and they've made contact several times this season as the Hoink Doink to the inside. Huge contact behind I saw with Cam and Hoink Doink. Oh no, off the track is Hoink Doink, falling all the way back to 8th place. He still has 4 points, obviously, because 9 are left in the race, and Benko had a drive-through, but that's more than amazing. Who spun behind? Didn't even see that, as now many cars have spun off, and the Ferraris very lucky that none of them are out of the race yet, as really everyone still has a shot to win this race besides Benko, as though Edibles is in third, second is Rob 2K, and now, I mean, he has super softs. Tom has softs. It's going to come down to the final laps if Rob can hang on and get his first win, or try and get by to get his first win of the season. If you look at the points, Rob 2K's best finish so far this season was 4th. He only has 3 points finishes. He is now running in a podium position. Fastest lap of 1:23.1 by Tom by lap 24. If he can gain any time, that'd be absolutely fantastic, but he might have time penalties also. The stewards might also do something about him moving under braking, so imagine that. Maybe imagine Rob 2K winning. That'd be absolutely incredible, as in third place is Edibles, 4th is Cam. They were not able to get by each other, as I really need to take a breath. Okay, I'm good again. As right now, Edibles is in third, second is Rob 2K, going through the second chicane at this track. Tom holding the lead, as now just a couple laps to go. We have 4 laps to go. Wait, is it 4 laps to go? Yeah, 4 laps to go, because next time it's 3 laps to go, obviously. So in 9th place, exiting the pits, he did have some damage. Again, that Manor still off to the side, but Tom still leading. Second is Rob 2K. Third is Edibles. 4th is Cam, 5th is Denzimo, 6th is Washi, 7th is Hoink Doink. A battle could be brewing up at the exit of Ascari. We'll see who takes it better, as I almost had to cough there. But at the exit of Ascari, my audio is still screwed up from when Skeven crashed, and hopefully they're both trying to stay out of each other's slipstream, moving back and forth. The Ferrari driver of Washi moving back and forth down the straight. Damien says 3 seconds also for MTA, 3 seconds for Tom, 6 seconds for Benko. So no seconds for, no seconds at all for Rob 2K. So that is fantastic. If he can keep a 3-second lead, or a 3-second gap, he will be the winner of the Italian Grand Prix, believe it or not, with just 3 laps to go. Everything is just tuning in to be an absolutely perfect story, as now Denzimo, Washi feeling the pressure of Hoink Doink behind. 3 laps to go. We're going to go back up to Rob 2K. The gap is now 2.8 seconds. Keep pushing, Rob. Stay within 3 seconds and you can win this race, as now just a couple laps to go. Tom trying to push all he can to try and win this race. Remember, 3-second penalty flying through the corner. 3-second time penalty for Tom, nothing for Rob 2K. So right now, the gap is 0.2 of a second that separates Tom from, or Rob to Tom, as that actually sort of rhymes. No, it doesn't. So Rob is in second. Third is Edibles, believe it or not, feeling the pressure of Cam again. Cam might get by him, but the gap is now 3.2 seconds. Rob needs to keep pushing or have Tom get another penalty, but I really think it's going to be Tom winning this race. I see the Ferraris in the Manor back there battling down the straight this time. I think Hoink Doink will be able to get by Washi for the 6th position. Hoink Doink, his best finish this season so far has been a 5th place at Silverstone, as right now he's trying to get not the equivalent, he's trying to get 1 position below that. In the runoff area was Hoink Doink, not in the runoff, it was near the Pirelli signs. Is now down the straight, moving back and forth, trying to defend even more. Is Washi holding on to what it is, a 6th position, feeling the pressure of Hoink Doink as he's now gaining on his teammate Denzimo. Cam is back in 4th. third is Adible's, second is Rob 2K. The gap is now 4.1 seconds, so he needs a 6-second penalty for Tom in total in order for him to win. But I don't think that's going to happen, as Rob 2K is now in second and losing time to leader as Adible's goes to the corner, runs wide a little bit. That's going to give the opportunity for Cam. Here we go. Cam will have the DRS, and he'll try and attack Adible's. They'll be side by side down the straight, and he's not going to give any inches to him as he clears him down the straight. He's going to defend. Is Adible's hopping over the corner, gets a terrible entrance and a good exit off Ascari. As now Cam is trying to attack Adible's down the straight. They'll try and go it for one final lap here at Monza. We're entering the final lap. If they exit Parabolica, and they probably will, since they're all battling like mayhem as they're exiting Parabolica. They'll be side by side in Parabolica, and off the exit, Cam will have the DRS with one final lap here at Monza. It'll all come down to the final podium position. Adible's trying to hang on for one final time. The gap ahead is 6 seconds, nothing to worry there. Cam goes to the inside. They almost make contact, and they do make contact. Hands go between Adible's and Cam, hopping over the corner. Adible's, the fumes have lit up again. Adible's trying to defend Cam. They can't do anything much about it as they make contact again, entering the second chicane. They will side by side for the third position. Cam and Adible's. He's gonna try and go to the inside as he will. Oh no, they almost made contact. More than amazing, fastest lap as now third place is Adible's as it used to be. Oh no, he runs wide. He runs wide. I think there's a problem. Runs wide. The Ferraris will almost go by again as he's going to back off and know better of it. But this is going to be a battle for fourth now as Cam now has a podium. It is a 4-car train for the conductor of Adible's. And now they're getting attacked. We're going to see 3 wide. They go back to 2 wide under the bridge. They go entering Ascari. And now Adible's went from 3rd to 6th, losing a bunch of time, hopping over the curb again. And now it's going to be the battle between the prancing horses. No, it's not, as it looks like it'll be Damon pulling away to is going to be best finish of the season. Tom wins the Italian Grand Prix. It is his 3rd win. It is, yes, 3rd win this season, as Denzimo will hold on to the position. Running off track behind him is Adible's in the Red Bull. Absolutely fantastic run up to the line. He's out of fuel. Hointoink gets by. Denzimo gets demoted a couple positions, and that is the end of one of the most dramatic races I've ever commentated in AOR. That is it. Your winner is Tom, crossing the line. Benko losing a lot of points. I have not even done the point scenarios, but for right now, Benko is in 8th. And Kelsey Hodgson says, go on, wash you last. Damien says, Benko another 3 second. Weaving to line, more than amazing. A disappointing 9th place. Your winner will be Tom. A podium this season for Cam. It is his, I believe, 2nd podium. Rob gets his 1st and best ever finish at AOR. His 1st podium. Washi's 4th. 5th is Hointoink. 6th is Adible's. Not many people actually had time penalties, to be completely honest. As your winner is Tom here. We will get interviews going in just a second. A very, very chaotic ending. Danny UK gets classified with 10th, but will not get any points, believe it or not. I actually get classified with 11th position, and I didn't even complete any laps. So there's 2 other people like Skeven. I'm not sure why Skeven's ahead of me, but that is a little chaotic. As we will get the interview started in just a moment. Okay, so whoever will join us for an interview, we'll sort of get the understanding of what happened today. Zik says, Hointoink 5th, nice one, lad. Josh says, Rob 2K 1st podium like me. Yeah, Josh, you got your 1st podium here last season, a 3rd place at Italy. Italy is always a chaotic track, because now we have 107 comments with less than an hour done on the stream. Hopefully someone joins for an interview. More Than Amazing says, sorry, I can't join. So he will not be able to do an interview. I don't think we'll have anyone for an interview, to be completely honest. Let me check one more time. So it's just us. We'll send an invite out one more time. Okay, looks like we have Danny OUK. First of all, if you can just mute my stream, because I don't want to hear myself, that is perfectly fine. Obviously you commented on my stream saying that, first DNF of the season. What exactly happened with you today? Obviously a lot of people DNFing. What happened?
Well, there was a lot of lags obviously on the game, and I think I was wheel to wheel with Damon, and obviously probably when he overtook me, obviously he just clipped me, and I just go through the wall straight in, and so yeah. Well, it seems like I basically ghosted into my car, and then it's just basically go straight into the wall. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
There's DNF, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, so next person we have is Tom. So we'll just get to him in a moment. So Tom, you have won the Italian Grand Prix. It is your third victory this season, and fourth podium this season. So obviously, how do you think you got it done, and what happened with you and Skeven?
I don't know what happened to him. He just went off the track. But yeah, it's unfortunate Skeven, because we were having a great battle pulling away. And the rest was just keeping my head, pulling away from the pack and just getting the win.
Okay. Thank you very much. And next we have in the stream will be Cam. So Cam, people in the comments were saying that you took out Squizza and MTA. You obviously said apologies to them, but explain what happened.
Really all that happened was I just got loose and he happened to be there. I never meant to take him out.
Okay, thank you very much. As you also got a podium, so congrats on that. Next is More Than Amazing. So tell me how your day went, because I saw you in last multiple times, and on the last safety car restart, you ended up spinning off the second chicane. So explain what happened.
Basically, it was the worst race of the season for me. Collided with everybody, just couldn't get any sort of advantage. I couldn't do anything really. And then second safety car restart, Hoink and Cam come into second chicane, had the collision. I can't try and come up the inside of Cam. He closes the door maybe a bit too much, hits me, and I just end up spinning and losing my front wing.
Okay.
It's a race.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna invite Washi so we can get a full party, and we have a couple people more to interview. So hold on just a second. Well, I don't usually do interviews. Okay, so the next person we have is Hoink Doink. So, chaotic race again. I already said that, and a lot of people can agree with that. I'm not sure what happened with your teammate on lap 1, but how did your race go? Because I didn't really see you.
I was in a few battles.
Yeah.
All the way race.
Yeah.
I had a good battle with Gobblebox.
Gobblebox.
Yeah, the safety car came out, and I was in a chance for a podium. And then on that chicane, Cam got a bit loose. I tried to go around the outside. There's like 3 cars going through one corner.
Yeah. Okay.
And I fell back to the 7th place.
Yeah.
I finished it. That's a good race.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. So next we do 2 more people, is it? Yeah, we have Rob and Washi. So Rob, how did it go? I was sort of cheering you on at the end because what I heard is that Tom had a 3-second penalty, and you were 2.8 seconds within him, but obviously the gap increased. So tell me how your day went and how you got a second place finish here today.
Just literally taken out in the first corner by, I think it was Benko, which told me around. I thought that was it. I thought I was going to be the end. So safety car went out and a bit of fire actually. I managed to pick the top at the end, but they were like 70% 2 laps to go and it was no chance.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Congrats. Yeah, congrats on your first podium of the season. So next, and to round it out, we have Washi. So Washi, how did the last lap go? Because all I was watching is I thought it was going to be single file. Adams made a mistake, and that gave the huge advantage to the prancing horses. So what exactly happened today, Washi?
Where do you start?
Yeah, had a bit of a bad day, but at the end it turned out all right, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
That's all I'm telling you.
So it's about the finishing position according to you, and that's what it shows in the points. So congratulations on a points finish today, as everyone who finished got a points finish, because 9 cars finished. So is that the least amount? Yeah, I think it was 9 cars. So I think so I think it's the least we've had so far this season. So that's going to round it up here today. We'll see you guys next week around the same time, Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. UK time, for the Japanese Grand Prix for round number 13 out of 15. I'm Alan from everyone else here for the AOR assist here. We'll see you guys next week.
Cheers.